Okay, hello. Oh, I didn't swap my glasses. Hold on. I always forget something. Okay, hello. Hi, Cheryl, and happy birthday. Was it your birthday last night and you didn't say anything? So, happy birthday. Is it snowing up there yet? I just saw Anne Wiggins put up on Facebook that it's snowing at her place. So, I think you'll get it tonight. Okay, got that ready. Joe's here already. Hello. Hi, Leanne. What, buddy? What? Up on your bed. Oh, okay. The bed's up there. Right. Is that the rule, is it? You want your bed to unstuff it. There you go. At least he knows how to tell me. Wanda, hello. Denise. Not yet. Okay. Oh, could be tonight. Hi, Kylie. Hi, Jeanette. Oh, I've got the lights must have moved. They're right on my head. I've got a very shiny forehead tonight, haven't I? Oops. Hi, Joe. Anne, hello. Gwen, hello. Lisa, hello. Oh, maybe it's the quilt, the change of quilt behind me. It's making me look very over. Yeah, it's going in and out, making me look very white. Never mind. Naomi, hello. Susan Delaney, I think you might be new. Welcome. Christine over on YouTube. Helen, hello. Julie. Oh, yes, can't miss that one. Oh. Well, I didn't even know they'd gone over to the Quilt and Craft Fair. I just knew she couldn't work tomorrow. That's why. There you go. That was nice to catch up then. Andrea, hello. Mary, Gillian, Sol, Chris, hello. All right. So I've been told I talk too much. Hi, Janie. Not right here yet, but we're hoping we might get some. Yeah. And hello, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Are you driving yet? Possibly not. Vera, hello. I've got a pattern to send you. All right. My gin tonight, because it is a very cold one here. It's probably cold everywhere, but we are forecast to get snow very low tonight, so we'll see if we get it or not. It'll probably be while I'm asleep and I'll miss it, and it won't be enough to stay. But anyway, if we do, we do. The mountain should be covered in the morning. Hi, Catherine, hello. But it's cold, so it was time for a hot chocolate winter spiced pumpkin gin before spring really sets in and it's not warm enough to have one. So we're going with the Drifter and Distilling Company, which is the one just out of Cambridge on the way to the airport, in a nice hot chocolate. And oh gosh, I might as well finish the bottle. It was only a little bit in there. Oh, excellent. Good, Anne. I have got a pattern to send you to test if you want to do it. And this seriously rich, thick European hot chocolate, which, yes, I overflowed in the microwave because I put it on when I came to set up. Made a nice big mess, but Shed Guy's cleaning it up. Hi, Fiona. Hi, Lorraine. Oh, 4 degrees, is it? Okay, it's down to 4. Oh, excellent. All right, let's see how that goes in my hot chocolate. Oh, maybe putting that extra bit in was quite strong. Oops. I'm going to sleep tonight. Okay, that's nice. Just the chocolate's nice. So to get the little bit of pumpkin spice gin in there as well. It's been quite nice here in South Australia. Oh, you must have spring. Well, your weather usually comes across to us, Catherine, so maybe we'll get it next. Hi, Jane over there. Is it getting warmer for you? That is nice. That is very nice. It's going to warm me up. Um, Anne, are you going to the Squirters conference too? I didn't know you were a squirter. There you go. Is it only next week? We've got 2 weeks, haven't we? Or is it only next week? Maybe it is only next week. Well, unless this cold snap ends, bring your layers, girls, if you're coming over to the Squirters thing. Ilma, hello. I think you might be new. Welcome. Oh, that's no good, Catherine. All right, so I'm told I'll talk too much. It's 7:05. Let's get into it. So you don't have to wait too long. I haven't got a huge amount to tell you, but 30 degrees on Saturday, Ange. Really? Oh, well, maybe we will get spring after this last cold snap. Oh, Maureen, hello. Oh, Helen, I missed you. Peter, I missed you. Hello. Sharon, hello. Wow, 30 degrees. It's 4 degrees here. Can't believe that. Okay, so what have I got to show you? Okay, Thursday next week. Right. Okay. So I'm coming Sunday lunchtime, Fiona, I think, with a little pop-up for just a couple of hours because you've got classes in the morning. 20 in Warrnambool on Saturday. Oh, well, maybe spring is coming. There you go. All right. Now, Ange, did a little birdie told me that you're coming cruising with me? Did I hear that? That will be fun. Oh, 25 in Adelaide. Oh, Matilda will be complaining. You'll get snow, won't you, Peter? I reckon you'll get snow there, maybe. Hi, Mary. Okay, Fiona. Yes, we'll be open with all your goodies. 4 degrees feels like 0 here. Yeah, I reckon it would. I've got my heater next to me. That's okay. All right, so what have I got to show you? So, yes. That's exciting. I know I've got 2 people coming now. At least I'll have 2 people to stitch with. Probably, Leanne. Probably. She'll be saying it's too warm. So, the Quilter's Companion project I spoke about a couple of weeks ago. There you go, Caroline. I didn't realise that. The magazine is out. Well, I think it's been out for a little while, but I've finally got it, and I've got my cushion back. So it's a very big cushion. It's about 25 inches, so it fits like a European pillow. Europe pillow. In fact, this is one I just grabbed off my bed to fill it with, so it is quite big. And it uses the Tilda Wallflower collection. So this one I had to do a hurry for them back in March. So if anyone was with me in Perth, you might remember I gave you a sneak peek then because I had to work on it while I was traveling because it was a short notice one. So if it was a short notice one, wouldn't you think that I would have done something quick and simple? But no, I did something with all this hand applique on it. But it was quite fun to do it while I was traveling. So it uses every fabric in the Wallflower range. It's a bit big to get on the screen. Hi, Marilyn. Hi, Liz. And then just one of the Tilda Chambrays. I think it's the pine green because I think we've been trying to get it on back order. I think it's just come in. So we have kits for this. So we have kits for just all the papers and a positioning template, a mylar template to position it on this. And then we also have the full fabric kits as well. So hi, Katrina. I think you might be new too, are you? Hi, Rosie. Hi, Cheryl. Marg, hello. So anyway, we'll go back to the front one so I can show it all to you again. See this one? So it's a lovely big... Now, what did I name it? I named it Jardin d'Argent, which I don't know how you say that because I'm not French, but it does mean silver garden. So I can't remember how I came up with that name, and I shouldn't call things French names because I don't know how to pronounce it. Hi, Anne-Marie. Hi, Sue. Hi, Joe. But yeah, I thought it was my inspiration actually came from a like an old French wallpaper. So like brocade type of wallpaper, which was totally different, but that's where the inspiration came from. So that's the look I was trying to get. Yeah. So I'll put the link in. We do have kits, as I said, just for the papers and the positioning mylar template, or also the full fabric kit as well. But a lot of people might have the wallflower fabrics and don't know what to use them for. So that's a nice handwork piece. You could do it by some of the applique I did by machine, but I did most of it while I was traveling. And I did all the leaves by hand so I can get my nice pointy tips. I find you can get them a little bit better if you do that by hand. Hi, Anne-Marie, Amelia and Leanne just dropped in there. Okay, and I'll show you, so in the magazine, so it was the 25th anniversary of Quilter's Companion. I'm not sure if I was in the first one. I don't get a mention for that, but I certainly was quite early on a contributor to it. Homespun I was in the very first or second one, but shows how old I am, how long I've been around. Hi, Gidget. But where is it? So this is just showing some of the quilts over the 25 years. It's fairly close to the front. No, not that one. Oh, this one's French inspired too. Barbie Mitchell. I haven't looked at the magazine yet. Here we are. So yes, that's how they photographed it on nice upholstered French looking chair, I guess. This is a bit interesting. I've never seen just a quilt on a blank page before with nothing behind it. So they put a flat photo on there so you can see it all, but never seen them do that before. Maybe they might have forgotten to put the rest on. There's usually something there. Another little close-up there. And you can scan the QR code and that will take you straight to where you can order the bits on the website. This is what the little mylar template looks like to get your positioning correct. And they've added in there how to make your own cushion insert if you don't have a big one, but you can just get a European pillow insert. Hi, Anita. Renee, hello. Cheryl. So anyway, that is in Quilter's Companion. I can generally, if you don't, the magazines are out now, so you should be able to find them in Coles, supermarkets and newsagents and things like that if you're not a subscriber, or an online download version. Or usually after about, I think my copyright release is about 6 months after it's out, then I can put it out as a pattern. But by then we won't have the same fabrics. So I had that to show you. Here's another little plug for the cruise, which wasn't in this magazine. I did see their ads in there, but they were for different ones. So maybe the next one. There will be some ads coming out in there eventually. But for those who have been calling and asking in the shop, yes, the price does include the kit, the full kit for the project, plus some other little goodies and everything. So there'll be very little you'll have to bring, just probably a pair of scissors and a needle, maybe. Maybe I'll even give you that. So yes, the price does include that. Hi, Karen. But yes, got lots of these flyers now, a full box of them. So if anyone wants the info, I'll put the link in again in a while too. Hi, Caroline Shepherd. Hello there. Hello. Okay. What else have I got to show you? Hi, Karen. Caroline, I don't think you're coming in December. Did I see you in the bookings? I don't think so. That's absolutely fine. That's not a problem. I just thought, I just realised I didn't see your table's worth, so maybe you had something else on. Now, I made some more shoes. Did I show you the shoes I made the first week? Keep buying those tickets, Chris. Beth, your crypt booked in too. That means I have 3 friends. Oh, that's very exciting. Oh, excellent. I didn't know that. Oh, that means I have 3 friends, possibly 4, because Julie's still thinking about it, I think. Okay, Carlene. Yes, I can do that. Well, they'll be in the shop if, you're not probably there early, but yes, I'll bring some down on the Sunday. Good thinking. Good thinking. I didn't think of that. We'll do that. Now, did I show you these shoes that I made? Caroline, that's a yes. That means yes, you are coming. Maybe you are. Maybe I just didn't see it. Sonia's coming too. That means I've got 4 friends. This is getting exciting. Oh, there's always that little element of like, will anyone want to come? Leanne's thinking about it. Robin's thinking about it, Leanne. So maybe there's another group. We'll have lots of ASA and chicks ladies. That'll be great. That'll be wonderful. Okay, anyway, so, there's no rush. I think you've got a long time to book. I didn't ask, though. So the lady I'm working with from the travel agents is actually visiting down here next week, I think, with her husband, so I'm going to meet with her. So I'll ask her some more questions, but I'm not quite sure when the early bird price finishes. It doesn't say when that finishes. Maybe it's just a marketing thing and it never does, but I think you just have to pay that $900 deposit now anyway, so you've got lots of time. Anyway, so did I show you my shoes I made? So I've been playing with shoes. I've had the soles for a long time, but of course they're making a big craze at the moment, so I thought I'd better get in and start trying some. So that was my first pair I made. And I made a couple of little changes from what Jo did when she made hers. And that was okay, but I think they're fine. They're just a little bit tight. Well, not really tight, and I'm sure if I wore them, they would give. And it was just fabric that I had at home. But this is a poppy cotton collection, and I should have bought the bundle. They actually gave it to me at market last year, and I'm meant to be using it and sharing it, and I'll have to look downstairs what it's called. But it's a poppy cotton collection, quite bright for poppy cotton because they're usually quite, well, a lot of their stuff is much more pastel-y and pretty. So this is quite bright for them, but I actually really quite liked it. And I put purple laces in the end, and I put the purple on the inside. Let's go overhead here. So I put one of the purple prints on the inside, purple laces, pink eyelets, and then the green tongue there. So that was my first attempt. Oh, good, Ross. Yes, I did see that. You said you hadn't been on a cruise before. So a couple of ladies last night at Guild Modern Quilt Group were thinking about it too, but one gets seasick and didn't know how she'll go. So I think they go up to about a 44, Fiona. And are you going into the quilt show this weekend? Because I think the Cadena girls are at that show, and you could try on some of the KC Kicks ones, see if they fit you. This was a 42, but this is in my no-name brand, and I thought they were a bit small. Like I'm normally a 41, and this is a 43. So this is my second attempt, and I've changed it a bit again. And I've got a really high instep heel arch, like on the top of my foot. So I always get a lot of pressure across the top here in boots and things. So I actually made these a bit higher, and so that I can get up over without doing them as tight. And I put a little dart in the front here so that there's a bit more room in the toe, because the way most people do it, it's really quite flat in the toe. And I find that's just tight. If your toes go all the way to the top, they get tight. So each time I make a little bit different again. But this size is much better for me. It's quite, yes, they do, Jeanette. And these are the same width as the KC Kicks as far as I can tell. Whereas I think the sneaker kits are a little bit narrower. So again, I did this on the weekend. It's just what I had at home. So I used a black sole. That is not a tilde. It was actually some scrappy leftovers from a baby quilt that Molly had made and left the scraps all over my table. And then I put a tilde with it, and I put a tilde on the inside. creating memories. And then I didn't have all my laces, so I just used those, which sort of matches the pink, but I've ordered some khaki olive ones. I might change those out. And I put black eyelets to match the soles. So, but yeah, these ones are much better fit. And I think I could wear them with my dress, my Tilda dress too. So watch out, Adelaide. Might be wearing my Tilda dress and my Tilda shoes. We'll see. So anyway, I've been playing with those. And what else have I got to show you? Sorry, I just had to finish off my hot chocolate gin. Okay, so I have got some. It's the front camera that keeps readjusting the light, doesn't it? Yes, Kadina's in Melbourne Craft Show if you could get in there, but no, Vienna's got night shift, so that's not going to work. Yeah, I was happy with it, considering it's just whatever I had at home. As I said, I think I can wear them. And we have got a few soles in them. We did take some orders last night, but because there's a company coming down to Craft Alive here, we decided not to go into it with a big way because everyone will probably buy them then. But we can get them for anyone who wants them. Okay. So I've got some final things that we're going out of. So some charm pack things that we've got down to the last one. So we're taking them off the website. So these are going to be all 20% off for the final one. So we just trying to clean up, and Lauren's reorganized all the pre-cuts nice and neat, ready for next weekend, girls. So this is a Holly Jolly. So it was $26.40, whatever the 20% off that is. Just comment. They're not on the website, so just comment if there's anything that interests you. But that would look really nice in one of the Simply Charm patterns, the one with the presents, the little gift boxes with the bows on top. So it's a Christmas collection, but it's a really pretty one. It's like pinks into reds and a candy green. Yeah, so it's called Holly Jolly by Urban Chicks. So if you're interested in any of these, there's just one of each. So just say Holly Jolly sold if you're interested. Just one of each. This is another Christmas one. Oh, good pies. Are they playing tonight, Colleen? I'm not sure. Is it Crows and Pies tonight? Tomorrow night I'll be watching. This one's Candy Cane Lane, so it's another Christmas one. It goes from blacks through to a brighter Christmas green, through to a nice Christmas red, and then down to white. So more of a white traditional colours, Candy Cane Lane, whereas the Holly Jolly is more of cream and softer. Oh, okay. Sorry to keep you away, Colleen. So I'm sure you can watch both at once. So there's Candy Cane Lane is another one. This one is Saturday in Paris. It's a Riley Blake. So again, last one. I'm sure we've got lots of Crows people on here. So this one it's got that beautiful soft sort of a ducky blue, minty green. Julie, if you're watching, Julie Marie, your colours. And yeah, so all these will work in any of the Simply Charm patterns. In fact, why don't we say 20% off, and we'll throw in a free Simply Charm pattern as well, so you've got something to make it up with. Oh, that's pretty. That one's pretty. That would be very pretty. So Saturday in Paris, that one is. Then this one's not on the 20% off. This is new in though, but just $20. So it's for a charm pack that's very cheap. So this one's called Heart Nouveau from Andover. And let's just get that back a little bit so you can see. So it's quite bright and modern and hearts. So again, any charm pack tonight, Bentley's pretty much got his whole bed unstuffed down there. We'll throw in a free charm pack, Simply Charm pattern, which are normally $10. So Heart Nouveau. Hello, Michelle. And then we have some last layer cakes. So this is Modern Background Colour Box by Zen Chic. That's all the really lovely low volume backgrounds. I actually think just sewn together in squares with some massive big applique flowers on that would be very nice. Very simple and very nice. So that is a Modern Background Colour Box by Zen Chic. 20% off that. And then another Zen Chic one. This one's Day in Paris. The second, hang on, I've missed a few. So Catherine wants the second Christmas one, which was Candy Cane Lane Joe. And then Gillian, which one did you say can I have that for? Was that for the Heart Nouveau or the Saturday in Paris? Oh no, Melissa's, that's all right. We've got more than one Heart Nouveau. So Melissa wants a Heart Nouveau. Which one did you want, Gillian? If you can just tell me a go. The Andover. Okay, so Heart Nouveau. So 2 Heart Nouveaux for Gillian and Melissa. I keep shoving it back in and sewing it up, Fiona. I pick up all the stuffing, restuff it, sew it up until he bites it open again. Holly Jolly for Karen Walker. Okay, Karen, Holly Jolly. All right, so I've got Saturday in Paris still. Day in Paris, this one. Is I really liked this one, and again I think that would I actually did make a quilt out of this. Yeah, I did. It was really nice. So it's got these lovely denim-y blues, a little bit of gold metallic on it, into these tealy greens, and then into this gorgeous peachy pink. And I love this print. A little bit of metallic on it. And then we've got the charcoal. Yes, Caroline, big night, yes. It's all right because they're playing Collingwood tonight, so it's all right. We're up against you. Hopefully we'll be up against you in the grand final. Into the silver greys, down to the silver and off-white, and then there's this pop of green in there. So I really do love that range. It's like a limey green. And then all the colours are on this one. Okay, so that's Day in Paris. Then we have, now I'm happy to do a free Simply Charmed pattern with these, but remembering that is, Day in Paris for Marilyn Edwards. Okay, Day in Paris for Marilyn. Yep. But they're written for 5-inch charms, not 10, but you just need to double it, pretty much. I regularly take dog's toys to sit and sew for mending. Yes, the toys were not too bad. We've worked out which ones he cannot destroy, but beds, yeah. And he wanted it down just so he could chew with it. Oh yes, Leanne. The other Leanne, sorry, not Leanne Harms. Leanne Herms is black and white. Three Sisters Honey Bloom. This is a really pretty soft. So it starts with these sort of greys, yellow greys, through to a lighter latte sort of colour in the creams, and then there's these lovely yellows in there. Just a soft sort of yellow, and then our duck egg blue. Julie Marie, look at all this duck egg blue in there. And it gets softer and softer to the florals. So that's a very pretty range. That is Honey Bloom by Three Sisters. 20% off. Last one. Then for the red and white lovers, we have Roslyn, Minikin Simpson. So very traditional red, and it's a cream. It's not really a white. It's an off-white creamy, that motor cream, plus the little bit deeper, what would you call that? A latte sort of colour. Cream. And then all the reds. Oh, and some pink in there as well. Okay, well, that's pretty. All right, so that is Roslyn. Last one. Oh, Honey Bloom for Marilyn. Okay, Honey Bloom for Marilyn. I get them in America, Catherine. I don't know what they're called, but we have a frog. We have a couple of them now, and they're several years old, and he hasn't been able to destroy or de-stuff. And then there are some, like there's a hard rope one that he's making his way through. And yes, the squeaker ones, he kills the squeakers, but he doesn't seem to eat the plastic ones apart. This one is Simply Delightful, Sherry and Chelsea. Another motor one. So it goes from greys, navies, green, lime green, yellow, orange, red, pink. It's a peachy pink through to the white with all the colours on it. So that's a really happy, Simply Delightful one. And that is the last one of those. So that would be a very happy, brightish sort of quilt, that one. All right. Now, we do have a new Christmas range in. So the Pocketful of Joy. The game is to kill the squeak, yes. Happy Staffy Co. online. Okay. You know, we're good with toys, but not beds. Pocketful of Joy from Natalie Bird, new collection in, and it also comes with a panel, a linen panel for an Advent tree or Advent bunting, and I had it in my live box that I was starting at the shop, but it's not in there, so I think they must have unpacked it and then repacked it with other stuff. So I don't have the panel here to show you, unfortunately, but it's quite simple. I'm just going to show you here a picture. So it sort of comes, there's one coloured version which we didn't get, and then there's just the linen stitchery version that you just stitch those numbers and little garlands yourself, and you can make it into the bunting. It has the instructions on it. Or you can make it into a tree, and we can get those little wooden trees as well. Oh, under all the packs. Maybe it is still there. Hold on. I didn't look under. Oh, so it is. Thanks, Joe. I thought I had it in there. All right, so I can show you now. All right, I thought I had it in there. I did. She just hid it underneath. So let's go overhead. So it's just a big panel that has all your 25 days on it that you can stitch, and then on the bottom of the panel it's got the instructions you can make a pocket with hanging loops to go on the tree, or you can make a pocket in the bunting, so you can make it into the hanging ones just to hang on the tree or something else, or into the bunting. It's got all the instructions on there. It says like the trim size, cut on the line, cut the outer fold here. So all the instructions are on the panel, which is quite clever. I mean, the panel itself doesn't look much because it's not much on there, but you can imagine if you stitch all those beautifully. And then you just cut them out in the lines, and you've got a beautiful either Christmas bunting or an Advent calendar tree on a tree. So we have those, not a lot, we just got a small amount of those, so I'll put the link in for that. And let me see, Put the link in for that. And then I'll show you all the others in the collection. So let's go on a bit zoom. Okay, so that is looking quite hot pink on my screen, but it's actually, it's a bit of a watermelon colour. Let me see if I can get the colour looking any closer. No, it's looking a bit bright. Are you seriously throwing up now, Bentley? I think he's gagging on something. It is. It's a quick and simple way of doing it, Sharon, but it is quite sweet. So there's this one which isn't exactly that hot pink. Actually, on my phone it's showing more true to colour. Okay, so I think that's not too bad. It might be looking okay for you. And then there is this one, which is the same colour with a bit of green in it. It's like stars, but it'll look a bit like a stripe. And then there's this one, which is a stripe, which brings them all together. Okay. It's like a diagonal candy stripe. And then there is our star in the red with a gold inside it. And then there is this little red angels. So little angels there. And then there is little reindeer, which are very sweet. So that's all the reds. Then we go to the greens. So we've got, and they're sort of typical Birdhouse Natalie sort of colours, I guess you'd say. So it's a limey green, but not a real lime, almost a khaki lime. And then the angels and the stars in the green. And then we go to the white or off-white colourway. So we've got the angels, the reindeer. So it's just a little collection. And then the little wreaths that just have a few little dots of red berries on some of the wreaths every now and then, just to give it a bit more interest. So I turn those around. Come out to here, and you can see the whole collection there. So it's called Pocketful of Joy. They're just $30 a metre. And then there's the panel as well. So the panel that goes with it to make your own little bunting. I'd like to say that we'll make up some bunting to have in the shop, but I don't think we will, because I think they'll sell before we get it made and finished. We actually got new sampling today for the next tour range, and so we're already behind. It's hard keeping up with all the new things coming and making samples out of them all. So you'll just have to make them for us. So anyway, that is the Pocketful of Joy collection. I'll put those back in later, I guess. Then I'll show you what Donna's been working on. It is a nice Christmas collection. So we actually haven't bought Christmas for a couple of years because, I don't know, we had a lot. We were trying to run down what we had. And then we just weren't very enthused with any of the collections that came in. They were either very, very, very traditional, a lot of metallics and poinsettias and very traditional, or I don't know, we just weren't, nothing sort of we loved. So this year we've had two. Obviously, the beautiful Tilda Merry Little Christmas that's just started shipping on the 1st, a couple of days ago. You could make the bunting and fill it with chockies for me, Joe said. Well, I possibly could. In my spare time, when I've got nothing else, I'll keep it here and I'll start stitching. So, yeah, we've got the Merry Little Christmas, which anyone that had pre-ordered that or pre-ordered the table runner that Lauren made, though they've been shipped. I think they've been shipped anyway. So all those orders went out on the 1st. Yes, Catherine, we have got Tilda Christmas. Yes, I showed that a couple of weeks ago, and it's all on the website. And I'm about to show you another project that I've started yesterday with that as well. So 3 projects. So the Merry Little Christmas Tilda Runner, a little surprise that I'm getting ready early because I've got something big coming up later in the year. So it's a bit behind time, but I'm trying to get everything else out ready. So when it comes, I can just dedicate myself to that. And so I have our free Christmas stitch along all good and ready to go. So we will be launching that for early birds. So free for early birds. Well, nearly free, but you have to buy the papers because you need those. I think the 1st of October that's coming, and then this 3rd project that I'm doing. So I guess I'll show you this one first, and then I'll show you what Donna's been doing. So this one, it was time to do. It was time to do a new on cushion. You know, we've got spot on and comb on and heart on, and what else have we got? Something else. And I had a shop at market last year. We've got 5 because I had a shop at market last year who wanted to run a cushion club for the year, an on club, and she wanted 6 of them. Oh, Bentley, stop eating it. She wanted 6 of them and I only had 5. And I said, well, if I've got a whole year, I'll make sure I've got a 6th one done by then. So I'm this is my 6th one. So it's going to be diamond on. And I thought, well, I'll do it as a Christmas cushion instead of like all the others. And of course, what did I don't forget? I don't forget everything. Oh, okay. Oops. Sorry. I know you don't, Joe, but I'm happy to remind you just in case. So I thought, so I've started this one. So because I still had all the projects I've done using the Tilda Merry Little Christmas, I hadn't used the duck egg blue colorway in it. So I thought I would do another on cushion and do it using just the duck egg blues, because we're going to end up kitting and using all the reds and the greens and have all of these left over. Hi, Julia. Welcome. And plus I haven't done any grid piecing for a while either. So this afternoon I've whipped up this background grid. Okay, and look at that, I flipped one seam. That's naughty. So quickly whip that up, and I started positioning and fusing on my diamonds in each square. I whipped it up so quickly that I miscounted, and it's meant to be 8 by 8, and I've done 8 by 9, which makes my pattern not equal. So somehow I'm going to trim that off. It won't be easy because it's stitched both ways. But my brain won't be happy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, my brain won't be happy if I don't have full stars. See, and that's going to make a half a star. So I need to get rid of that. And then I glued most of them on. I thought, well, I'll just glue the rest on for you here. And look at that, one's fallen off. So I'm going to put that on. Now, it is an on pattern, so it comes with its own little template. Where's my glue? I turn my iron on. So which one just fell off? This one, I think. So I'm just going to fuse that down first. And then we'll come down to this bit here. And I should have, more complete stars to do. So I'll start over this side. And they're all going to point into the middle. So they're sort of like a poinsettia star. It must be where, no. So I'm going to line my template up, get that as centered as possible. And then I should have this open so I can see what I used before. Right, that one there. So I'm sort of doing the dark ones on the lighter squares, because instead of using 7 different fabrics for my background grid, I just use 2, and that needs to go that way. I need to put light ones on there. And I've got a worrying feeling that I have lost one, which, you know, would be pretty typical for me. I probably have. Okay, over here. So we're going to go, no, we'll go there. And there. Turn it round. I think I got 4 greens that red light and 4 that red dark. So I'm just going to fuse that glue down. Heat setting that glue is quicker and it just holds it much better. And we'll slide across into camera. So my next star is going to go this way. I really probably should have laid them all out at once, so make sure I got an even layout of them. I'm not going to be that careful. Well, I'm just going to put I'm going to put my diamond that way, because it's got a little bird on it and I wanted that to be not upside down. Does your brain work like that sometimes? You just see something and think, oh no, I can't put that upside down, even though there is no top and bottom to this. Right, depends which way you make your cushion up, I suppose. So yes, I'm missing a light, but maybe I'm not missing a thing. So I must have used a dark somewhere else. Okay. I've got enough diamonds, just doesn't seem to be the right colour. That won't matter. No one's going to notice. And we'll put that one there. And this is my extra row that I'm going to somehow trim off, remember? Yes, it does wander. That's just a different way you can buy it, the Roxanne's. And I actually am finding now, I never had these ones, and we got them in and they had all leaked, so I got them all at home because we couldn't sell them. And I'm actually finding that the best of all of them, because it was blocked today and I just put a pin down there, and then you've got that to squeeze and get the blockage out. All right, so then what we would then do is either use this same template to mark the quilting lines in there for when I do my big stitch quilting on it. Like that. Just gives you a bit of a guide so that you keep it all nice and even. So this will come with the pattern when it's done. First I have to applique down my diamonds though, and then I'll put some batting on the back and I will hand quilt the lines over a few nights because that's really quite therapeutic. And for all the others I've used like a Pearl 8 Wonderful thread, so I probably will get one of those and use that as well. But I think once that's done and once the quilting makes the stars stand out, that'll be quite nice, don't you think? Now my other option to mark those lines is my little 1/4 inch. I don't know how well it'll go on the diamonds, whether it will go around as well. It would if I'd stitch them down. So I need to stitch them down first, which I probably would do, and then I can use my 1/4 inch marker. But at the moment they're not stitched down, so it's just trying to slide underneath. So I will stitch those down first, and then I'll either mark it with my 1/4 inch little wheel, or I'll use the template that comes with it to mark my quilting lines. And then I'll sit and do some nice slow stitching and finish off that cushion. Let's see if I've got it finished before next week's live. See how we go. Pearl 8, yeah, so it's the Wonderful Eleganza, Sharon, the Eleganza Pearl. I don't think I've got any here. No, there's none lying around here, but we have the whole, well, I don't know if we have the whole range, but we have a whole big cabinet of them. And I just think that's nice. I could do it in a thinner one, but I like that Pearl 8 just for the big stitch quilting around them. And I'll put the batting on the back first so that I get a quilted sort of look rather than just like a running stitch around it. So I will do that. Now I wanted to show you what Donna's been doing. So this is another one of the stitchery panels from Devonstone, but this was the Sunshine and Lollipops panel by Annie Downs. So we do have 2 of the full fabric kits left. You have faith that I'll have it finished. Yes, I might, Fiona, but I do have a stitcher to start tonight too. We'll see which one I do first. So we've got 2 of the full kits. If you're late to the party and you want to do the Sunshine and Lollipops project, we have 2 full fabric kits in the original. Annie has put it out as a standalone pattern now if you didn't get all the magazines. And then if you remember, I demoed, we did the EPP iron-ons. So all the papers for the circles and triangles and things were EPP'd. And then we did the applique pack for all the applique. But sometimes it's nice just to have these pre-printed panels and stitch them, which what Donna has done. And I think she's just used a single thread. Clearly Donna's in Melbourne living it up with Sue, so she's not going to be on here to tell us what she used, but she's just used a single thread, and she doesn't really know what she's going to do with them. She's going to make them into something, but not making the whole quilt. So I just thought I'd show you because it looks really lovely, and we do have a lot of these left. Now, these need 3-inch and 2-inch circles, which are in the EPP pack, or you can just buy a pack of 3-inch circles and a pack of 2-inch circles. So she just asked me if I would cut her some circles so she can turn them ready to make them into something. So I did have 1 circle because I just did 32 different little ones for myself last night, and I had 1 spare. Not quite sure why I had a spare because the cut file should have only had 32 in it. I'm actually thinking that I've lost a stitchery is more like it, rather than I had a spare circle. So then you would just cut them out on the outer printed line, and then take a 3-inch circle, shiny side, waxy side, onto the wrong side, and just get it even so that there's the same amount of seam allowance on all sides. Can we go here? Yeah, same amount of seam allowance around all sides, and that will make sure that you've got your design in the center. fuse that on. And then take your glue pen. Whatever colour it is, it's a really lovely colour that she's used. I mean, it is just a variegated, so I don't know if it's a Cosmo Seasons or if it is, I think it is, or if it's a Cottage Garden, but I think it's just a Cosmo, but it's a nice one. All right, around the edge of the circle. And because this has got stitchery stabilizer on it, which I don't like to stitch anything without it, it's a bit harder for it to stick down. So sort of follow along with your hand, your thumb behind, and press it for a bit longer as you move. And just try and pinch it down into that glue. And you do need a bit more glue. Because you've got 2 layers for it to stick down, but it's pretty easy to get it around without any points because you have got that thicker layer. You're just doing it a little bit at a time and pushing it into that glue. Now, Donna, if I had a whole pack of 2 and 3 inch ones here, I'd do them all for you, but you're leaving it up over in Melbourne, so I'll save it for you when you get back. Okay. In fact, Shed Guy hasn't cut them for you yet. One of the perks of working for Hugs and Kisses, isn't it? You get your own private, personal cut papers. But that's all right. I might get my own borrowed sample of something too. Okay, and there's our edges turned, ready to go. Oh, she's there. Oh, Donna's there. 9010 Cosmo Season, same as the table runner Lauren did. Oh, right. It looks totally different. It looks like it's got a blue in it. I didn't remember a blue being in hers, but just might be a different part of the thread. It's a really nice colour. There you are. Well, I think it's really nice. It's quite antique-y, but I'm sure there's more blue in it. So, there we go. So I think that's really nice. We do have those. I'm going to, put the link in for those panels because that's a really nice one. I'm going to put the link in for the cruise and the link in for the Pocketful of Joy fabrics. What else is there? The booking link for the cruise. I've seen a lot of you sign up for the Devonshire Dreams pattern block of the month I've been showing you, so I'll put that link in there if you're still thinking about it. And our deal of the week this week is, I think it was 30% off the Tara Leah Stitch pattern, so I'll put that in there too. And I think, have I forgotten anything? Have I forgotten anything? I think I've shown you everything. Oh, I have got a big basket of end of bolts. What's the time? We're up to an hour. I think I'll leave that to next week. So end of next week's live, there'll be an end of bolt sale. I don't know. There's about 15 there. Yeah. So there's a couple of tulas in there, I noticed, and some laundry basket. Yeah, couple of good ones in there, and then just some good bargains end of bolt sale. So we'll leave that till next week because we're up to an hour, and I didn't talk too long at the beginning. I didn't think so. I did have a couple of things to show you. If you're watching on catch up, and I'll just show you which of the pre-cuts are still left. So these are the last ones. So there is. Oh, what happened to the label? Okay, the label fell out of that. I'll have to find it. There is whatever that was called. Simply Delightful. That one. Roslyn. Dominican Simpson Roslyn. Modern Background Colour Box. Zen Chic. And Saturday in Paris 5-inch charms are left. The rest were all taken. Maybe Bentley's eaten that label. Oh, he has. Bentley. There's the label. So that's all right. The fabric's fine. He just decided to trim a little bit off the label. We can clean that up and you'll never know. There we go. There we go. Dear, dear, dear. All right. But anyway, that's it from me this week. Thank you. I've finished my hot chocolate and I'm all done. I've got some Karen Walker wants the modern background, Karen. That one I think you meant, modern backgrounds. All right, that's for Karen. Yes, so that's it. We'll I'm going to go out in front of the heater now, put some blankets on, put my leggy blanket on and start my stitching, and I will see you all same place, same time next week. Safe travels, quilters, down here. And the jar. All right, thank you, Joe. Just remind me about the jar. I always forget the jar. All right. Jar. Get a winner. Sol, are you still here? You still here? I'll give her a couple of minutes because a few seconds because I know it's delayed. I'll just think of you, Ange, in 30 degrees. That'll keep me warm. We'll see. Okay, Sol, are you still with us? Did you hang in there? Sol, are you still here? Yes, she's still there. Okay, so if there's anything else you want, let Joe know. Otherwise, we'll send you a digital gift. Yes, Colleen, see you next week. I was a very early adopter of being a quilter. I've been a quilter for I don't know how many years in the first year, but I haven't been very involved for quite some time. So, it's always warm in Townsville, Cheryl. I'll think of you up there melting. Have a great week, everyone. I'm off to stitch and see you all next week. Bye for now.